Internet, Eric here. Still talking Rambo. Going to discuss the whole franchise. I've been trying to get these out daily to try to finish everything up by the end of September. Thank you to everyone who has been watching these Rambo videos. They've actually been kind of blowing my expectation with how many people have viewed them. So let's get right to it. Yesterday was Rambo 3. Today, it's not Rambo 4, but it technically is. I'm talking Rambo 4. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I discuss plot spoilers, specific scenes, what have you. This came out in 2008 and is actually directed by Sylvester Stallone. It's 20 years later, after Rambo 3. Rambo is living in Thailand still, and he's now making a living catching cobras and selling them. It's taking, the main thing here is apparently in Burma. I'm going to speak as loosely as possible, I guess you would say, describing it, because it's kind of hard for me to describe what's actually happening in Burma, and apparently still happening, at least as of this movie coming out. The military is pretty much invading towns, kidnapping children to put them into the army, forcing them in, but they're also burning villages, killing innocent people, raping women, murdering children, basically creating a hellhole for all the villagers in Burma. And what happens is there is a Christian ministry. Julie Benz is part of it. And they are in Thailand. They hear of Rambo, and Rambo can get them down the river to get them into Burma. Rambo, of course, says you don't want to do that. Julie Benz, being Julie Benz, convinces him, not in that way. She appeals to his heart and his humanity. They go to Burma. That whole village is destroyed. Some of them surviving, I guess you would say, Christian ministry members are taken hostage, and Rambo goes to rescue them. Or no, Rambo is going to take a rescue team to rescue them, and of course he cannot be left alone, and he joins the group. Holy fucking shit. I saw this in theaters. I highly recommend this movie first on a big screen with a huge surround sound. It adds to the effect. First off, Stallone. Fantastic. One of my favorite performances of his as Rambo since First Blood. Again, it's 20 years after Rambo 3. This is 2008? Yeah. First one came out in 82. We see the Rambo that hates the world. You know what I mean? I don't know what's happened between the end of 3 and now. He hates the world. He literally says, fuck the world. You're not going to change anything if you don't bring weapons. That type of thing. His struggle, his hatred, his pain. He wants nothing to do with anybody. And that comes across so well in Stallone. His rage, his anger, especially in his eyes. I love him in this movie. He still has a little bit of humanity when he's talking to Julie Benz. And he's got great chemistry with her, what little screen time they have. But Stallone is so good as Rambo. Not as much dialogue as you would think, because a lot of it is just him killing everybody. But when he does use it, it's used very, very well. Julie Benz. I only know Julie Benz, honestly, from Dexter. She was Dexter's wife. And she's in one of the Saw movies. I think it's Saw 5. She's got brown hair in it. She gets the saw blade down the hand. She's really good in this. I really like her. Again, the human side to her. She tries to reach to Rambo's humanity. The way she tries to care for all these people that she's trying to help in Burma, who have been injured, who have no water, trying to spread the gospel, that type of stuff. And she's so good. She's so sweet. But she's so good at showing fear. There's a scene where she's about to be raped. There's a scene where she's just terrified and attacked. There's a scene where Rambo's killing everybody at the end of the movie. And she's caught in the middle right next to the sniper, and just her pain. She's hiding her ears because of the sound. And then that last look she gives at Rambo, she's thankful she's still alive, but then she realizes just how bad the world is and how bad war is. Great, great performance. There's not too many other memorable characters here. I mean, I like her partner in the ministry, or the missionaries, I guess you would say. I like him, how he's so against violence and this and that. And then by the end, he has to kill a person to survive, and as expected as it is, I liked his performance. I liked his struggle. I liked his loyalty to Julie Benz. The rescue team says, okay, 10, 15 minutes are up. You know, we're going to get out of here. And he talked to the meanest motherfucker on that group, the leader. And he says, no, we're not leaving without her. And he's willing to beat the shit out of this guy unsuccessfully. But I like him. Then let's get to the rescue group. I liked Schoolboy. He's the sniper. He's the young, fun guy. The other characters are just there. They're cool. And then you have the leader. The biggest fucking asshole in the whole movie. Aside from the Burmese army. He's just so unlikable. He's so grumpy. He doesn't want to be there. He's just an asshole. I like it at the end after they are taken hostage. You know, they think they're going to get away. The Burmese army catches them. And, you know, he's part of his leg is shredded and he's pulling no punches. You know, come on, you stupid motherfucker. Come on, you can't, beat me up. And he's not afraid to die. So I like that part of him. But for the most part, he's just a fucking prick. And I like how Rambo doesn't put any of his shit. Like, he pulls the bow and he points it right at his eye. And I love this quote. He says it, live for nothing or die for something. Your choice. You know, I love that. And you have that, them clashing. And it's really, really good. So, overall, okay. I was going to say, overall, the acting is really good. Let's get to the dude who plays the Burmese army captain, or their army, whatever, I don't know what the technical term is. Hardly says a word. It's all facial features. And he's just a sadistic dude. He loves watching his army at work, torturing these people. You know, they play a game where they throw mines in like a river or a pond. They force people to run across the pond and perhaps step on them and blow them up. He does this for fun. He watches them destroy villages. Like, I'll get into it, but the shit that they do, it's just, to quote Street Fighter, it's only Tuesday. You know what I mean? And what I really like is this actor is apparently a refugee from Burma. And he wanted to play this character here to help get the word out. And I think it was kind of like a cleansing for him, but he was a sick, sadistic fuck. And really good performance. You know, he says a few lines in Burmese, I don't know, but what he says is, you know, basically, you know, these are our children now. They're going to be part of the army. We'll kill you and all your family if you come to try to take them back. That type of stuff. The action. Fucking hell. Watching this on the big screen, no pun intended, I was literally blown away. How vicious it is, how violent it is. I really liked that it was over. A lot of it is over the top, but you just feel it. You feel the how awful this situation is. You have the Burmese army coming and raiding villages, setting huts on fire, shooting women, shooting men, shooting children. We have, it's very, very graphic. We have, you know, attempted rapes. We have children getting shot. We have children getting stabbed. We have children getting flung into fucking fire. Men getting shot, carrying their children as the bullet comes out of the child that they're holding. No one is safe in this. The blood is so, I mean, a lot of it is CGI. I couldn't tell very much. But it's so violent. And then when you get to the end, when Rambo is making his final stand, he's rescuing everybody. He's on the back of a Jeep, behind the gun turret. I don't know how big these fucking bullets are. He blows away the dude who's this close, and his shield is just covered with hamburger meat, gore, and he's killing everybody. Legs are blown off. People are blown in half. Other limbs, heads exploding. It's so over the top, but it's so vicious, and it's just holy shit. And it's got a point. Because at the end of it, this is what I like at the end of it. Rambo's killed everybody. You know, we have some of the rescue team die. Some members that I wish lived. You know what I mean? Fuck. And you have Rambo on this hill. And he's looking down at all the fucking destruction. And he sees, you know, some of the Christian ministry is still alive. Some of the rebels are still alive. Some of the rescue team. But it's just nothing but dead bodies and gore and smoke and fire. And he's just looking there holding his arm, and he's just like, you know, just how sad and tortured he is. Like, you know, this is his fucking life. And then we cut to Julie Benz, who is looking around and seeing how awful this situation is. You know, they come here to help, and they've done nothing. They tried their best, and look what happened. Look how many lives have been destroyed. And then we have her partner in the Christian ministry, and he's just finally killed a man, and he gives this look of like, holds his hand up like, thank you to Rambo, you know. But it's just like, you see how awful this whole situation is. And he and Rambo have been kind of butting heads. Rambo saved them from like some Burmese pirates that were going to rob them and rape Julie Benz as they were getting to their destination. Rambo fucking blew them away. And then, let's say this, kind of like the message, you know, with that shot of Rambo on the hill looking at all the destruction. Sylvester Stallone did a really good job. Rambo just killed the Burmese pirates, and he's taking their boat down the river, and he cuts going back and forth between Rambo pouring gasoline over the bodies and setting them on fire to the Christian ministry trying to help everybody, giving them medicine, the dentist checking on the teeth, cleaning the injuries, reading from the good book, you know, so the good and the bad mixed together. And I thought that was a really great choice. Any problems with this? Yes. One problem with Stallone is when he's a director, and it's like, at least for an action movie, he did this in The Expendables. When he does use CGI, it's bad. The explosions are fucking amazing in this movie. A lot of the bullet holes and the gore and the bodies exploding is practical. Lots of times we get CGI bullet holes. It happened in The Expendables. We get CGI knives, stuff like that. We get CGI, you know, stabbings. Doesn't look good. But the biggest cardinal sin is when Rambo is saving. Like, he shows up, and you know, this is his hero entrance when he's going to join the rescue team, and he's stopping the army from doing their little game I told you, where they throw the bombs in the pond and make them run back and forth. CGI arrows. You have him shooting these arrows, and I get it, like, CGI arrows are coming through the head real quickly, but one guy is running, one of the bad guys, he's running, he gets shot in the leg with an arrow, and he's still running, and the arrow is like CGI. It's so horrible, it's like black, and he gets hit in the head with an arrow, and he flops over. Bad. So that's kind of unforgivable. And I get how we have to show how evil these fuckers are, this Burmese army, but you do have to make them want to rape every woman they see. Julie Benz is about to get raped, but Rambo saves her in a fantastic death where he grabs the guy by the throat like this. He's squeezing, like, rips his throat out. But do we have to try to rape and beat every woman on screen? There's a party, you got some dancers, the guys get restless, they start, you know, throwing water at them, slapping them, they're gonna rape the women there. We gotta have soldiers trying to rape the women when they're invading the village. And then we already know the captain, or whatever, the guy who I said was played by the guy who escaped Burma. Do you really have to make him be interested in little boys too? We get how sick and evil he is, but while everyone else is partying with the dancing girls, he has a little boy delivered to his hut, and he's got to, like, put his hand, like, down the back of his head and, like, close the door. Do we really need to go that far? We get it. These are sick fucks. That's a little much to me. But I will say this. I went to see this in the theaters with my buddy Derek, and he's one of the guys, he's quiet during the movies in the movie theater. When Rambo peers up, you've seen it in the trailer, like, he peers up behind one of the soldiers, and you don't see it in the trailer, but he swings his knife, he decapitates the dude. My buddy Derek stood up and went, yes! It was amazing. I loved it. When the captain gets it finally, that's a fist-pumping death. I won't say how, but man, he gets it, and Rambo's just like, fuck you. And even though we know it's not the last one, because we got Last Blood after this, it's a nice ending. I won't say how it ends, but I like what happens to Rambo at the very end of the movie before the credits roll. So, Rambo. Even though I don't like it goes First Blood, Rambo, First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3, and then Rambo. We go from Rambo 3 to Rambo. It's fucking confusing. Rambo 2008. It's like the Halloween 78 and Halloween 2018. Fucking dumb. Rambo. Highly recommended. This is my favorite one because it's the most fun and over the top. First Blood is better, a better drama. As an action film, this is the best of the sequels so far. Short on plot, super simple, but man, beginning to end, it's hard to catch your breath with a lot of the explosions and the death and the gore and all the fun stuff. Highly recommend it. Stallone wanted to give notice to the Burmese Civil War that's been going for around over 50 years. This movie is banned in Burma, the only way people can see it is like a bootleg type of thing. Banned in Burma, you can get arrested for having it, but it's cool that they got word out. So, with that, highly recommend Rambo. So that's it. Like and subscribe, click the bell, comment below. What do you think of this one? Is it too over the top? Is it great? You can have no interest, all that jazz. Coming up soon. Rambo Last Blood, and then I got all the whole bunch of stuff planned for October for Halloween. But again, with that, like and subscribe, comment below. Thank you for everyone watching. Everyone watching these Rambo discussions, I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you to Mike from American Werewolf in New Jersey for asking me to do this franchise. That's it. All right, I'm out of here. Cheers.